Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
Boris.
Boris.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for hosting us, and thank you to Weissman and to Target Studio. It's been a long way towards this event. I will just very briefly talk about what Talk is, and Anya can briefly talk about the project. So for those who are not familiar with our practice, Creative Association of Curators Talk is a nomadic, as we call ourselves, curatorial collective that was founded in St. Petersburg in 2010 as a platform for research projects that happen at the intersection of contemporary art and social sciences. And we work in different geographies, and we land in different contexts. We don't have our own space, but we rather place our practice between historical analysis and political imagination. And our multi-layered projects are mostly durational and cross-disciplinary. And in their framework, we try to always generate some new knowledge about the causes and consequences of changing political realities. We often work outside of usual art spaces, trying to infiltrate into social structures that kind of shape our reality and shape our future. So we try to kind of unveil the mechanisms that are behind local governance, public spaces, educational system, and other social institutions. We work a lot also with the research of public space, of post-Soviet public space in particular, and try to explore how social institutions transform. And media and media strategies have been in our focus for quite a few years by now. And this focus and this interest has been expressed through one of our long-term projects, States of Control. And I'm inviting my colleague Anya to talk a little bit about the project and why we're here tonight.
The practice of talk is very often is durational. So we have projects that are lasting for several years. The longest our projects exist and ongoing and developing and reshaping for like 10 years. States of Control, the impulse for States of Control and shaping up this platform was the changing media and political landscape after annexation of Crimea in 2014 and escalation of this conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So during that time, almost instantly, we've been noticing how the discourse in media and in some institutions, political and social institutions, becoming very polarizing, very much reminding the Cold War narrative, but of course with all other layers and complications of the contemporary reality. So since then, we've been sharpening up and putting together different aspects of this discourse under umbrella of States of Control project, which is very much about contested political history, manipulative media strategies, and technological development embedded into governmental control. The project has been landing so far on the contents in Europe and now in the US. So it's first shape, it's first I think iteration or first time we presented tangible results of the research was during our residency in Iflux factory in New York back in 2016. And after that, we've been invited to conduct exhibition and performative program in Helsinki. And then after that, we came to Minneapolis, invited by Weissman Museum and Target Studio for Creative Collaboration, which Boris is a head of. And during our research back in 2018, exactly 2 years ago, because we visited Minneapolis around the same time, and it was midterm election. And we've been talking to different people, and through this conversation and witnessing different different situation encountering with different institutions as well, we sort of sharpened up the content for this sort of a other strand of research under the umbrella of States of Control project, and compose this event today, which we hope going to help us to understand the processes that are happening behind election process, to look at will give us possibility to think who are the political we, who are these constituencies that are following their political leaders, how in the situation of unresolved problems of the past, polarizing politics, segregated society, how we're looking at the situation and format of expressing and executing of political will. We have 6 speakers today. Each speaker came from very different background and from different life experiences. And we are very proud to have experts from art field, activism, journalism, cultural analyst, and also mass culture, popular culture. And everyone will be given 10 minutes, and people will go, speakers will go one after another. Masha and I will have a very quick introduction of each speaker. And after that, in the remaining time, we hope we will have about 30-40 minutes for Q&A.
Yeah, so we very much hope that the audiences are going to join the discussion, and there is room for asking questions, and we're going to be taking your questions that we will address after everyone's presentation.